welcome to another episode of Q&AI. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the latest innovations around Marvis for Mist. And today, we have the honor of being joined by Sudheer Matta, Senior VP of Product Management at Mist. Welcome, Sudheer. Maybe we can start with a little bit of background for the audience on how did you end up here at Mist?
Bob, thank you very much. I'm stunned that this is the first time you invited me to this episode. I've been watching a lot of the episodes. It's been very informative, so thank you very much. And to the question of how did I end up here, thank you, Bob. You gave me an opportunity of the lifetime to be at Juniper Mist to run products, and so that's what I do here. So thank you for being here.
Well, welcome. Now, maybe we'll start a little bit because we've been working on this mission to make self-driving networking for the last 10 years or so. So I thought maybe we start with, I hear you've had your first self-driving Waymo Uber experience. What do you think? Self-driving, is it all what it's cracked up to be?
Bob, thank you first. One more time for leading the way and taking a Waymo Uber. I took mine in Arizona just like you did. It was the most realistic driving experience without a driver I've ever experienced. I mean, so it was very real. And I think to your point, that proves the point that we can make networks self-driving.
Yeah, so now Marvis Actions is kind of the self-driving component at Mist right now. And this is one of your original babies that you came up with. Maybe give a little description. Where are we with self-driving and Marvis Actions today?
So Marvis Actions basically, Bob, we are looking at all of the users' data continuously. And we've been historically for the last 10 years, we're applying anomaly detection to understand if there is a change that, what we were ending up doing was providing actionable insight. And where we could take action automatically, we were taking action already. And so Marvis Actions is basically anomaly detection on all the trends we are seeing and providing AI actionable insight for our customers using that.
Okay, now I hear we're going to have a Marvis Action Facelift 2.0 big announcement coming out. So what is this facelift all about? What am I going to see after my new Marvis Actions facelift?
Bob, I know you're a big champion of this, and so today, as I said, we do self-drive where we can, and where we cannot, we driver assist. Basically, we show them and tell them what actions they need to take. Examples are, we can't automatically just change a bad cable. That's where we provide driver assist to say, hey, you got to go change the cable. But there are scenarios today where if we see, imagine a video camera port sending traffic continuously, we're watching this port all the time, and suddenly traffic stops. And so since we are watching the regularity of data, the periodicity of data there, and the amount of bandwidth flowing, if suddenly traffic stops, the port didn't go down, the camera is up, power didn't go down, we could auto-remediate that port from being stuck and bring it back. And so that's the self-driving component. So we have two components, driver assist, where we can't fix it, they need to take action, but self-driving where we can. And so that's sort of the two categories of Marvis Actions. But you've been imploring us to actually, provide more accountability and gain more trust. And so that's where we are headed. Basically, the new facelift for Marvis Actions will say, it will show you if an action can be self-driven.
Okay.
And so if it can be self-driven, this is your big thing you've been asking for, get trust, gain trust of the user. So we're going to basically show the action can be self-driven, but the user has a choice. Do you want Marvis to go fix a missing VLAN configuration or a misconfigured Ethernet port? Now we're changing config, Bob, and people get antsy about Marvis touching their config, right? So by now saying this action is possible to be self-driven, now the user has a choice, and so that gives them control. And as they gain trust, they could say, "Hey, Marvis, you can self-drive for me."
Okay, so it sounds like we're on that verge of really kind of moving from that assisted self-driving, where we're giving you some advice, to actually self-driving and saying, "Hey, take your hands off the steering wheel." So, looking at all the pieces and going forward, we got Marvis Minis coming out, large experience model. Where do you think we are? How close are we to that Waymo Uber experience for networking?
Yeah, so Bob, what we are launching with this announcement is there are several actions that previously were not being self-driven, we are putting out there. So changing config, aligning config, fixing stuff. So we're moving the ball forward. We're getting ever so close to a self-driving experience. To be honest, there's a lot more we can do. And this is the foundation we are laying for bigger stuff that we are going after with agentic AI and everything. But all of this is the foundation for that.
Sudheer, I want to thank you for joining us. I truly look forward to this self-driving Waymo Uber experience. I want to thank the audience for joining us on this episode and look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Q&AI.